it's getting cold. November is always, this June, no, excuse me, October the 30th. I was having an AARP moment, ain't it? And you know what I learned? I learned that America is in shock today. They're shocked because they can't believe that the government is saying all they saying about the SNAP benefits. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you are a hard-working mama and you are working and you getting SNAP benefits, baby, my heart goes out to you. I know, I've been there, done that. I know what it feels like. But see, I'm going to tell you something. On the flip side of this brings about the ones that we say have abused the system. Oh yeah. You know, every situation has a person that abuses the system. You know, you've been seeing on TikTok and for social media where these women say, I got 5 kids. I got 5 kids and we get Section 8. I'm paying $50 a month for this. And because Section 8, you know, you don't pay the regular rent. And it's making all them MAGAs mad. Making everybody mad. You know, some people mad. You know, no, not all, but some. So this message is for y'all. The ones that's been bragging about all these kids and how the government been taking over you, taking care of you, decades for you and probably your mama, your family and all of that. Dad is gone. Dad is gone. Yeah, that government check. See, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. It was easy to go and have a baby. And we're going to be honest about this. It was easy to go have a baby and get on food stamps and that TANF, that child, you know, that welfare check they used to call it, because you know why? Especially if you was having money, you was having a baby by a man that had other kids all over the place. Yeah, it was easy for you to do that. Very convenient. You got Section 8. You know, I remember when I worked at the food stamp office in Memphis, and how they came out with this program called Fresh Start. Help them go to school, help them get a trade, help them pay for their cars. They pay for everything to get them off of welfare and food stamps and stuff. But you know what? It was more problems for us than it was for them, because you know why? Because they didn't want to go, didn't want to enroll, then they turned around. Not all. We're not talking about all of that. We're talking about that little section of few. We're talking about that little section of few. Folks that sit up here have lived off the system for their lives. Their mama lived off of them. They live off of them. Their children live off of them. And now you seeing frustrated people. I get it. It is not that, it's not the program, it's the image that those who are getting the program are laughing in the face of those who cannot get it. That's what it is. Are broadcasting about things, how they are able to live their life by living off the government. And as a result of that, everybody got to pay. Oh, you know who you are. You know who you are. You know, yeah. And you say, but Samantha, the children are gonna suffer. The children are gonna suffer. Yeah, some children are gonna suffer. Some are. But we got a bigger cause right about now. See, because I know, like I said, some folks that get government assistance don't even vote. They don't vote. I remember when I moved down here and I was campaigning for somebody to run for Congress. And I promise you, you know, I got up, you get up we was there at 12 o'clock. On a week, we was there at 12 o'clock. And we saw more folks, young folks, adults, getting up out the bed at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2:30. One man said, I don't get up until 2:30 because he be out all night. See, you had women that was getting Section 8. Section 8 was supposed to be for, now we going to keep it real now. We got to keep it real. We going to be honest. The system does need to be fixed. But we got women that got on Section 8 and for her 4 kids or her children. And then what she do? She wasn't happy, that the government, that daddy was taking care of her. Now she had to move a boyfriend in. Yes, she did. She had to move a man in. And she lied to the government. Those are the ones that image. They image. Because you think what I'm talking about, you think I'm talking about black folks. No, it's a mixture. Go to the store and you see she buying junk food for the kids. Come on now, we got to be honest. We got to be honest. Got 2 baskets. I get it. I get it. 2 baskets. One of them got nothing but junk food in it. You can tell the one that's got food for him because he got steaks and shrimp and lobster tails and stuff. Instead of buying food that she needs to prepare for her children, she buying convenient food. Oh, they like I said, all these Klansmen, they did their homework on this one. Oh, they did it. And you think that they care? Now look here, you think they care about your children? You think about it. You say it was Samantha. Trump should care. I see people saying, open up Congress. Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving ain't nothing but another day. Christmas ain't nothing but another day. I'm going to tell you something that I learned. I used to remember when I used to get depressed because I couldn't buy my children toys on Christmas. I had to go through things, and people, how they got their toys sometimes was through other people, family members, friends and family. And I used to be so depressed. And then one day I just got to thinking, I thought about all the times that I bought them stuff when I didn't through the year, that when I was able to do it. I was able to buy them things. You know what? And then, we got to eat after Christmas. We got to eat after Thanksgiving. People spending all their money and stuff on having a big spread, but you got to eat after. You got to eat before and after. Because right about now, it is going to affect Christmas. But you know what? This should make everybody in America rethink their priorities. Rethink their relationships. See, I'm going to tell you something. Ain't no use in calling that baby daddy that got kids by other women somewhere else and asking him to help you with yours, because if he ain't helped you with them all this time, he ain't going to do it now. Because you know why? Because daddy government has been taking care of his children for him. So ain't no use in you crying and calling him and cussing him out, driving by his house and clowning, white or black, clowning and posting stuff on Facebook how he a deadbeat dad. He was a deadbeat dad when you met up with him, and he had them 4 children, 4 baby mamas. So ain't no use in calling him. Right about now, this is a time where reality has to hit. And I would sit down and tell my children, not that, we finna go hungry now. Tell our kids we gonna have to buckle down. We gonna have to buckle down for a minute. And explain to them why we gotta buckle down. Governor Lee and them Republicans, they suing now. People are suing now Donald Trump for the suspension. Get in the line. Donald Trump got so many lawsuits on him, it ain't even funny. I guess he getting used to it now. He getting used to it. When I asked somebody on my post, I said, call and check on your Democratic friend. Call and see if somebody need any food. If you got some extra food in there that, you can spare, go to the blood, the food banks. Do your research. This too shall pass. But how you deal with it depends on how it's going to pass for you. Yeah. Then also should make you wonder how important it is your vote mattered. How important it is your voice mattered. Even if it's in a collective group, how important it is to voice your opinion. Even if your candidate don't win. How important it is who you send to represent you. Yeah. How do you know that? Like, for instance, we going to keep it real. I ain't going to keep this long. Look at them pretty leaves. Them leaves changing. Change. Now, I'm going to tell you something. And this is for Tennessee. See, I thought I knew one of my candidates well, but I didn't. And then, you know what? It was all right when we talked crazy together. But then when you start posting it changed my outlook. Tennessee needs to start looking for a better Democratic candidate. Oh, yes, we do. Well, yes, we can't get nobody in Memphis no more. Memphis, that's y'all got too much drama. You'll never win because you got too much drama. And see, people hate to hear rejections and they hate to hear self-reflection. Yeah. No, we need somebody from Knoxville or Chattanooga. We need a Democrat, a strong Democrat in Knoxville or Chattanooga, possibly Nashville. I endorse Justin. You said, why, Samantha? Because we need a young fighter in the 9th District of Tennessee, West Tennessee. We need to find somebody for East Tennessee to get rid of this Republican here. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. We got a bigger task now. You know what? We're in summer school right now. We are in summer school. You know when you fail and you have to go to summer school, we are in summer school right now. And what we do now is going to reflect what happens from moving on forward. We got a lady named Keisha Scott. She's running for sheriff for Shelby County. I think y'all need to give her a better platform. We got April Hubbard's husband that's running, and I'm waiting on April to call me to help me hook me up so I can get some information from him. He looks like a nice guy, but I have to talk to my candidates. I have to. Yeah. Need to look at Paul Young. Yeah, rumors going around. Apparently it's true that $100 million in fraud from the MLG&W. He approved it. He ain't been in office a year. He ain't even been in office long enough to get his feet wet. He came in crooked. Yeah, this is going to be his last term. But the damage that he's going to do is going to be priceless. Yeah. Oh, they scrambled up the school board in Shelby County. I'm glad I don't have any kids going to school. But you ought to look at that. Get to know your school board people. Come on there, Facebook and YouTube. You get to know your school, your politicians, what they stand for. See, we've been so busy just sending somebody up there because of a party that we made a big mistake. And we paying for it. Our relationships with other countries would never be the same again. We're going to have to earn their trust. We're going to have to earn their respect again. We're going to have to earn a lot of things. We're going to have to, each and every one of us are going to have to learn, that we're going to have to protect that Constitution. See, because right now they just had an event, Turning Point just had an event, and everybody's saying that was racist. But that, as bad as it is, freedom of speech, First Amendment. They're exercising it. So you can't get mad when they have a little thing out there. That's their right. That's their right. In order for them to be able to protect that right, they got to have it in the Constitution. Hello. Yeah, that Constitution works both ways, don't it? Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. So today, start talking to your kids, because I did that. I sat down and talked to my kids, and I told my kids, we finna have a bump in the road. We'll have to tighten up a little bit. It's going to be hard, but we going to make it. Mama going to make it. Mama, what we going to do? And they start crying. And I said, wait a minute now, don't cry. We ain't been through this before. Yeah, but it was hard. Yeah, but you know what? We going to go through it again. But we going to stand together. When things get a little bit better, Mama going to take care of you. But right now, we got to buckle down. Right now, we you know what? We can't be wasting no food right now. Eat what's on your plate. Don't go gobbling. Don't ask me for McDonald's money. Right now, we ain't got McDonald's money. Right now, we gonna eat, we finna eat some new food. What? We finna eat some beans. Some of y'all gonna have to go back to your roots and start eating that pork. But it's all right. We're in survival mode. And as a country, we can survive. We came together when 9/11. We came together when the Oklahoma building. We're going to come together with that shitty mess named Trump. But not only do we have to come together, we're going to have to learn something. You single mothers who've been on this program for a long time and have become accustomed of living like that, change your outlook. Change your outlook. This is the perfect time to change your outlook. Now I'm going to leave you on a spiritual journey. I was going through something in life. I do. And you know what? I was scared to move. But you know what? My spirit, my guardian angel was telling me, you need to go. But you know what? I got so accustomed to something that, you know what? Instead of me trusting and believing that I could do it, I start giving excuses and start fighting it. Oh, the more I fight, the worse it got. Ooh-wee. Then I woke up and realized something. I was fighting something that was better for me. And when I stopped fighting it and I let it go and start accepting it and start moving forward, it was scary. Yes, it was. It was so scary. But then as I started walking, even though it was scary and even though it didn't make no sense, it was working out for me. And now I'm glad I did. And like I said, you know what? When you're wrong, you're wrong. When people are wrong, you don't stand up and be their friend and help them be an accomplished. True friends tell them when you mess up, when you do wrong, or when you need to correct yourself. And there's nothing wrong with self-correcting yourself inside. Hey, you know what? I've been doing this so long. I want to see how it is if I challenge myself. This is a better chance to challenge yourself. Don't let this situation, don't let this administration stop you or discourage you. Some of y'all meant to be business people. Some of y'all meant to be on your own. Some of y'all meant to go find a house. Some of y'all meant to go find a new job. Some of y'all meant to find y'all passion in the midst of a turd. Ooh, Samantha. That was a church moment. But go find yourself. Go be happy. And I hope you find me on my new channel, because I don't know how long this one's going to last. I can't find, I'm having some problems with it. But anyway, but go. And you mothers who've been living off this system for a long time, challenge yourself. Because see, I'm going to tell you something. They not doing this. They trying to restructure the government, and they trying to do it while the shutdown. But you know what? You take this bad opportunity, especially if you are black, if you Latino, if you gay, you lesbian. You take this right here and you take it for your advantage. You make us stronger, because I don't care what you say. MAGA is not America. It's those who are compassionate, who are sympathetic, who come together when a time of need. Those are true Americans. And true Americans don't sit here and get glorified when some shitty ass leader who can barely walk, who's probably knocking on death's door, is trying to, and his minions are trying to hurt people just because, for their own pleasure. Snap didn't make you. Snap didn't make you. And I guarantee you, you ain't gonna starve if you believe it. For those of you who truly believe, I guarantee you, you ain't gonna starve. It's the MAGAs that will. Because evil has never had a place, a proper place on this earth. Y'all take care. Take care.